Macedonia 150 here, and today I just want to talk about something I've just noticed recently, which is kind of odd. Only Nintendo seem to actually bother making games for families anymore. I mean, if you looked at all the games released on E3 on Sony's and Microsoft, pretty much all of them would either probably be a height of 12 plus rating or higher and not always be family friendly. I mean, if you was a kid who'd followed age ratings and all that, parents, which I'm not recommending some people do, especially for some games, because sometimes the age ratings are kind of silly and they really aren't needed for certain types of games. Some of them are way too high. It's like there's nothing in a game like I'd say Smash Brothers to me to be rated a 12. It's a cartoonish fighting game. That's all I can say about it. It's not gory, it's not violent, it's not more violent than a children's TV show or a Disney movie ever gets, but bizarrely you have to be over 12, you have to be 12 to buy that. But I wouldn't be if it was a movie. But that's the thing, yeah, there was next to no games at E3 that was aimed at families. And the problem is with Sony and Microsoft, when they did try aiming at families, there was always PlayStation Move or Kinect games. Why can't they just make a family-friendly game that's not either of those? It doesn't need a silly gimmick. I mean, the perfect example of this is a lot of kids these days don't have any games to play of their own age group. If you bought an Xbox One or a PS4 and you was under 12 and you weren't allowed to play anything up close to 12 rating, what games would you have to play on it? I mean, the only game that's got any money spent on it is by Little Big Planet 3, which itself, in Japan anyway, is getting all its online servers shut down in a month, so it'll probably happen in the rest of the world eventually, which is terrible on its own. And a remake of Ratchet and Clank. There's not really much else family friendly on that system, and all the family friend stuff is not promoted as much either. I mean, I went past the Smith's Toy Store the other day, which is a UK toy branch, and when Uncharted 4 came out, they had a poster next to Ratchet and Clank, but Uncharted 4 got the larger picture on the poster despite having a 16 plus than Ratchet and Clank did, despite the fact he was selling for a children's toy store promotion. And even stranger is, I went past there when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out and they had massive pictures of that all over the walls. But you have to be 18 to buy that game, so why on earth was a shop, why on earth was a dedicated toy store promoting that more than a game aimed at the market that would actually buy from that shop? That's another thing when you think about it. I mean, why? Could you imagine? They could easily make like a massive, big budget game like Grand Theft Auto that's not M rated or 18 rated. You could make a family friendly version of that. It's definitely possible. If you change the enemies like robots or aliens, you could have the exact same game. And maybe that'd be actually more entertaining game as well, because my problem with games like Grand Theft Auto is they're supposed to be adult, but they're not adult because their version of adult is just let's throw loads of swearing in. It just really feels kind of embarrassing and childish, and looks like it's more aimed at 12-year-olds, which are the people that are not the age group that are not meant to be playing that game to begin with. Yeah, I know there's a whole, well, kids want stuff that they can't have what's an old rate to look more mature and all that, but that's the problem, isn't it? I mean, yeah, that's always been the case, but there's nothing around now for the kids to play, and it never gets any promotion. It's all on Nintendo and on nothing else. If you want anything family friendly, you basically have to run a Nintendo system. No one else tries. And I can't really count sports games and racing games because, well, the sports games, of course, they're not going to be that violent and all that. But yeah, there's plenty of driving games that have 12 ratings just for swearing. So you can't even be safe with a game like that because they sometimes throw that kind of stuff in because game companies are idiots. Yeah, I know this is a strange topic, but then there's the fact that lots of these kids probably these days, the only thing they know about is phone games because they're the only games that seem to market to children anymore. and they're all free-to-play garbage. That is throwaway, works off internet servers, and won't even be playable in a few years' time. So none of these kids growing up today are going to have any nostalgia for any of the games they used to play, because there will no way to play them. While everyone before that, yeah, they'll have at least a way to play their games. And this must have been always something that happened once the 360 and PS3 came out, because the PS1 and PS2 had loads of family-friendly games, and then suddenly all Sony and Microsoft just kind of gave up with them, and they instead just threw them all as gimmick games using Kinects and Move controllers and other things, or just movie tie-in games that, unfortunately, most of the time wasn't very good. It's just really kind of sad. Yeah, I know this is a very strange rant, but I just wanted to get out of it. Do you think that game companies these days need to try to cater more to families more than they do? Because I myself think they actually do. Because they always seem to just focus on the same age group these days, and just think, oh, kids aren't worthwhile, or families aren't worthwhile to play actual games anymore. No, we'll just give us some junky phone game instead. I mean, don't put any effort in, will you? I mean, no, because that's too much work these days. It's really kind of sad. Anyway, that was a bit of a random rant I just felt like doing. Anyone wants to discuss anything about it, post in the chat. I'm sure other people have something to say about this. Well, anyway, thank you for watching and listening to me ramble about this slightly odd topic.